Live from Västerås, Fight Club Rush presents 3 rounds in the amateur lightweight division. Introducing first in the blue corner, his record 4 wins and 1 defeat. Weighing in at 70.3 kilograms, fighting out of Iceland, Magnus Freyr Jonas. And his opponent in the red corner with a record of 9 wins and 2 defeats. Weighing in at 71.7 kilograms. Fighting out of Sweden, Anzor Shamilev.
There's a coldness to the aura of Anzor Shamilev, like sort of the Grim Reaper.
Well, both of them. All right, Dan the Man Eklund in charge of his contest here. Magnus Freyr Jonas in the blue corner, Anzor Shamilev in the red. Nice jab to start things off there for Shamilev.
Shamilev has racked up quite an extensive amateur record. One could imagine that after having such an active 2024 and now back here, nice boxing, in 2025, maybe this will be one of his last amateur contests.
Yeah, I actually spoke to some of his teammates, and the idea was to do one final world championship and then head over to the pro leagues.
It's not looking good here for Freyr Jonas.
Yeah, not the best position, but definitely one where you can finish from nonetheless.
Shamilev needs to get his chest behind the back of Freyr here. And Freyr is a grappler as well, so he knows how to stay calm in these positions.
Oh, absolutely. And he's coming off a round-3 submission victory over Linus Lindeberg in a very strong performance in July of this year, so staying active as well. And let me tell you, he looked great against Lindeberg.
So Freyr now is going to look to turn into that single leg, perhaps, if he can free that leg of his.
Freyr Jonas in a bad spot here, hasn't really gotten anything off as of yet. On the feet as well, Shamilev really just took control with the jab and started mauling him. Now in a very, very good position here is Shamilev. Nice escape here, perhaps.
Yeah. Opportunity here for Magnus Freyr. But look at that control from Shamilev. Takes it back once again.
Yeah, prefers to be behind his opponent.
Yeah, not the most ideal position.
He has a really good Anaconda Dars choke, so Freyr needs to mind his P's and Q's here. Good job by Freyr to get back to his feet.
A minute to go.
And Shamilev has cited UFC welterweight Shavkat Rakhmonov as his favorite fighter.
The right hand of Shamilev is finding its mark over and over.
And I guess that's one of those things when people are expecting to take you down, they can kind of sleep on your striking a little bit. I mean, while I would say that wrestling is Shamilev's biggest strength, everything else is, he's got a complete game.
He's not really missing here tonight. Everything is connecting here for Shamilev, but Freyr Jonas, he looks undeterred. 10 seconds left here in the first round.
And Freyr does have former FCR fighter Oscar Biller in his corner, of course coming out of Nova MMA in Eskilstuna.
It's interesting because on paper, Anzor Shamilev for sure has more experience, but thus far Freyr is not giving him too much respect, and that'll be to his benefit as this fight goes on.
Well, you know, when I spoke with Jonas before, he said, I know Shamilev is a good wrestler and a member of the Swedish national team, but I'm just going to go in there, fight my fight in the way that we've trained and do my thing. So Seems like he's putting a lot of focus on himself, which I think is the right thing to do against an opponent like Shamilev. You don't get too caught up in their game, and because that'll make you not see the forest for the trees.
Certainly, very good point, Seba.
Jonas is a BJJ blue belt as well. Has competed quite actively.
I get the impression that the Shamilev corner wants this to be a stand-up fight. So they have a lot of confidence in the wrestling offense and defense of Shamilev, of course.
And interesting that both of these fighters cite two possible future opponents as their favorites. For Shamilev, it was Shavkat Rakhmonov, who's his favorite fighter. And for Jonas, it's current welterweight champion Jack Della Maddalena. Oh, right hand got through there.
And Freyr is looking a lot better here in the second round. Looks like he had a bit of a slow start there in the first, but now he's really adding some activity here, feeling himself, nice head movement.
Yeah, definitely a noticeable sense of confidence for Jonas. Undoubtedly, he got some good coaching. There's the wrestling entry for Shamilev. Solid turn there for Jonas as well.
And this is good for Freyr. Needs to show Shamilev that he can't take him down anytime he wants to.
And Shamilev, speaking on Magnus Freyr, he said, "I've watched some of his fights and I like what I see." That was all he said. Kept it short, to the point, not very revealing.
Yeah, Freyr here would benefit from putting on some pressure.
Oh,
Shamilev back up right there. There you go.
Shamilev looked a little shaken. Good knee there in the to the body as well for
Now
Jonas.
Shamilev backing up. Ah, nice.
Nicely done. Makes the turn. Puts the corner, gets his man down.
In the Örebro corner, asking for a little bit of damage from the top.
Yeah, meaning Shamilev's gonna need to either flatten him out or get up on top.
Can Jonas manage to turn in and end up on top?
It's gonna be hard from here. Shamilev's gonna use that under to get up on top here, though. Oh, look at this. Freyr gets up on top. Nicely done.
Very, and I wonder if perhaps it's because Shamilev, didn't quite have his bearings underneath him.
Look at this. Threatening with the triangle, perhaps.
I think Jonas would need some ground and pound to really put a stamp on this.
Oh, looked like he hurt him there.
Yeah.
The kick to the knee.
Yep.
That buckled him. Something happened there.
Oh.
Yeah, he's limping. Interesting.
It's rare that you see that.
It is. You can catch someone off guard and do some real damage with that kick.
Let's see if it was just a momentary thing or if it's something that affects the third round, because, I mean, in my book, it's 1-1 right now.
Very well could be.
I mean, either way, any way that you score it, Magnus Jonas has come back into this fight.
I would say, though, if it's 10-9 and 9-10, respectively, yeah, there it is. Look at that.
Yeah.
The 10-9 that Shamilev had in the first round was a stronger 10-9.
Yeah.
And more clear.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
But, yeah, let's see how Freyr adapts to this kick that he took.
Yeah, I'm very curious. Let's see how his movement looks. Seems all right. And if you're, Shamilev, you might want to attack that leg with everything you got.
Certainly. I haven't seen much kicking from Shamilev thus far. It's nice to see some of his striking though for Shamilev, but it would be even better if he mixed things up. He's gonna need to keep Freyr guessing. Freyr knows what to expect so far. Having a hard time stopping the wrestling of Shamilev is Freyr though. Nicely done by Freyr, not conceding bottom position, but look at this now, exposes the back. This is what Shamilev wants. Now he has that chest-to-back connection. He doesn't even need the arm under the chin. If he can connect to the biceps.
This is good for Shamilev.
That certainly is. If he can connect his hands here, he can get some serious leverage. Anything under the eyes is a choke, if you ask Nicky Rod at least.
Well, let's see if Jonas agrees. So far seems to be handling this adversity quite well.
Doing very well. Yeah, he's gonna try to turn his back to the mat, turn his hips.
Ooh,
Look at that!
Wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Eklund calls stop the action at 1 minute and 27 seconds of round number 3. For your winner by rear naked choke, Anzor Shamilev.
All right, I'm here for winner Anzor Shamilev. You just keep on looking so great in every facet of MMA. You're a world bronze medalist and now a successful FCR debut. How do you feel about the fight?
Alhamdulillah, it feels great. Woo! This feeling, guys, you have to experience it once in your life. When you win a fight, all the pressure from your shoulder, it just goes away instantly. Alhamdulillah for this feeling.
Well, definitely. I think a couple people could use a good training or two. But let's talk about this fight. I mean, your opponent, he doesn't have the biggest credentials, but very skilled, very experienced. What was it like in there, and what was the biggest challenge to overcome?
To be honest, it was a good fight, but this guy is not on my level, okay? I wanted harder opponent, but I have to take what I got. And great warrior, good fight, but he's not on my level.
And it seemed like at the end of the second round, you went for like a leg kick that seemed like it buckled him a little bit. Did you notice that? And did that affect you in the third round?
I felt it, but I feel bad because I don't want to injure anyone's knees in amateur, because it's just a sport, you know. When it's pro, it's a different story. So next, it's time to go pro, and for that, I need sponsors. So if you like what you saw today, you need to sponsor me, because this is just a drop of what I'm capable of.
Oh, absolutely. Just a drop of an ocean of talent. Anyone in the know already knows that. When can we see you ditch these shin pads and go pro?
I have no idea. It's up to my coach at the end of the day, but hopefully my next fight, I'm going to be pro, inshallah.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to that. Celebrate like a winner should. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Anzor Shamilev.
Anzor Shamilev indeed looking to go pro very, very soon. I think that is the right call. 22 years old. You shouldn't stay as a professional for too long, in my opinion.